all good. It's fine. Are we starting?
Let's go.
Okay, give it a go. All right, welcome back to the second episode of, and I will introduce it this time, Use Your Manners. We are going to continue the party because last time was a bit of a join the party. We're now doing continue the party, and we actually have more viewers this time.
More people in the room.
3 whole people in the room. Clap. Go done, guys. We're going to start again with highs and lows. That's what we do every single time, like we do at dinner.
I was unprepared. I should have been prepared.
That's fine.
I've got it.
Of the week. High of the week.
Me first. Birthday. Yeah, double whammy. Birthday was a high because everyone loves presents, but low, turned 29.
Yeah, that's a bit embarrassing. So anyway.
That's old.
No, it's not. You look like a spring chicken. Don't worry, my darling.
Thank you.
My high of the week was the fact that I got you a lawnmower for your birthday. But I went to, at night, I had to sneak out of the house. Not sneak out. I was like, I'm going somewhere. And he was like, where? And I was like, don't know. And then I just bailed. And then I went to my parents because my dad got the lawnmower for him. And then I picked up the lawnmower. Well, actually, me and dad got into the car. And then I got it out of the car by myself, which I was like,
dedication.
An absolute baller. So, that was my high of the week.
Boss mum.
Low, I'm going to go with, I don't have any lows. I think I'm just happy gal this week. It's true. I think
just happy gal.
Happy gal. Yeah. Okay. I think there was not that I can think of.
I'm proud of you. Good job.
Maybe my one low of today is that I ordered from Rolled. I ordered a tofu cold roll, and that was just a wrong idea. So anyway, talk about it and I didn't like it. So that was my low of the week.
Yep.
So last week we said a funny story, right? Last week, what was our funny story last week? We talked about
the rolly bench.
The rolly bench.
And then Cass with the...
When you listen back to that, it was so with the wheel. So funny story. We have another one. This happened like maybe a month and a half ago, and it is like the most cringiest story, but it's secondhand embarrassment for me. Like everyone listening to it will just be like, it's actually makes my skin crawl how embarrassing it was, but I will tell it because it was very funny. Can you start with the start of the story? Because you need to like set the scene and then I'll come in.
Bit of context. We were looking at a warehouse. We'd emailed the agent and he was like, yep, can meet you at the warehouse at this time. I got a bit of an inclination that it was like an open inspection because they cancelled the first time on us and then rescheduled saying, can you do this time, or this time? And I kind of got the impression that they were trying to work out a mutual time for 5 groups that could make it at the time. Anyway.
Thank you for passing that information on. But
just trying to set the scene. For everyone on their drive home.
I love it.
So we got there at Thursday, 2:00, let's just say. And we were a bit early. We were sitting in the car for a bit. And then do you want me to tell the...
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were sitting in the car and then around 2:00, this car rolls up. 2 men dressed in shirts, which I would expect to be the agents.
Thank you.
Drove in and parked in the warehouse, like inside.
Yeah. Like they had like big dog energy. They were straight in. I was like, we were on the road.
To be fair, and they were a bit older, which kind of made me think that maybe they were commercial agents.
Yep. So anyway, let's pass on to me. So then I went I jumped out the car like an absolute dick. I walked out and I went straight up to this guy. Like I was just in my moment because I was like, firstly, I think we were a bit early. And I was like, well, if we're early, we're early. We actually needed to be somewhere else. So I was like, if we're early, let's just go in, check it out and leave. So I jumped out the car. I walked straight up to these guys and I went like, hey, hi, I'm Leah. And I put my hand out and this dude looks at me and he's like, kind of like a bit confused. And then he shakes my hand and I said, oh, I'm like, nice to meet you. And he goes, oh, I'm Rob. Mitch is behind me. And then I shake his friend's hand. So I was like, oh, yeah, Leah, nice to meet you. And this guy looks at me again and just kind of shakes his hand. They kind of look at each other and I was like, so like, should we go in? Like, because we're in the car park and they kind of, as we were walking, so this place is like maybe 50 meters from like the gate to the actual place. So there was like a signboard out the front. Mitch was just kind of like hanging around the signboard. And I was like, can we hurry the fuck up, guys? Like, can we move? I was ready to leave. So I was like, all right, like, should we head in? He was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. And then we kind of walked together. I'm walking yards with this guy. Like, me and him were just, I don't even know how to explain it. We were like in tandem, just walking up to this gate. I was hammering him with questions like, what's that? What's the rent they want?
Can we start with the first question as to when I caught on? Because the first question was, so there's a car park.
Yeah.
In the middle of the car park, there's like a lock-up garage randomly, like all by itself.
Like one park worth.
So Leah goes, what's that? Thinking he's the agent. And he goes, oh, I don't know. It looks like a lock-up garage.
Yeah.
As soon as he answered like that, he was very unsure.
Yeah. So
here's me in the background going, this guy's not the agent.
So then Mitch just pulls back and he just
and let Leah go. Meanwhile, I'm trying to text her, being like, yo, I don't think he's the agent. And she's just like hammering him with questions. I didn't
have my phone on me. So I was like, I literally kept looking back and I was thinking, Mitch, like, fucking join the party, okay? Like, we're looking at this thing ourselves. Can you hurry up? So anyway, I was walking so far with this guy. We were talking and he was like, and I was in my head, I was thinking like, firstly, why don't you have the answers to any of my questions? Like, I don't understand at all. But okay, anyway. And then we walked right to the top and I looked back and Mitch was just on his phone and he was just shaking his head. And I looked and I was like, okay, he must be on the phone or something. I was like, I don't understand why you're not with me, but that's fine. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, so I was at the front of this guy and I go, so we're going in? Like, and he was like, yeah, oh, yeah. And then he like pokes his head around the corner and I was like, as in like, because the roller door was open and he like looks around the corner and I was like thinking like, how's the confidence? Like, you're just walking in, you're the agent, just go. And then I turned around, Mitch goes, he's going to stop it. And I was like, and I look at this guy and then I look at his like shirt. He's not an agent. He's got some like, I don't even know what his business was.
It's some
electrical thing. And I look at him and he goes, so what do you want? You know, first he goes, what do you want the warehouse for? And I said, I told you in the email. But anyway, I'll tell you again. So anyway, so I was like, well, I wanted this for this. And then I look at him, I look at his agent thing and I was like, what do you want it for? He's like, oh yeah, we're some electrical business. And then there's just me like SpongeBob into the fucking melt into the floor. I was just so embarrassed. And he just, we kind of both knew at the same time because I think he thought I was an agent.
I think there was a portion
of him was like, maybe she it was just the most secondhand. I felt so embarrassed. I was like, and then just walked off. I turned around to Mitch and Mitch was like, I get to all the way back down, turn around 40 meters. And I looked at him and I was like, Mitch, he wasn't the agent. He goes, yeah, I know. And I was like, I was sitting there so embarrassing. I felt sick for like days.
That was hilarious.
And then we actually went to, when the real agent rocked up, I was like, oh, yep, that's you in this big suit.
Yeah.
And then like me and the guy, we ended up going into the place and then me and the guy that I was chatting to, we crossed paths stairs. Neither of us looked at each other. I was looking down and he was going up. I was going down. I was like, I don't want to look at you. I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, we left and then we didn't get the warehouse because of that.
No, well, it wasn't right for us.
Yeah, but it would have just been bad juju. I just could not do it. It was so embarrassing. Anyway, that was my funny story of today. And yeah, if you were here, that wouldn't happen. You would have known it, but you would have known these people.
I think at the start of that story as well, though, I'm 90% sure the agent's name was like, let's say Sam.
Yeah.
And he said, hi, I'm Paul. And I was like,
Sam, Paul,
I've been emailing this guy and I don't think that's the agent. So that's when I stopped walking and you just kept going.
I just can't believe I shook his hand. But anyway, the poor guy was like, why are you touching me?
That was very funny.
Yeah. Anyway, that was my funny story of today. So I hope that on your drive home or on your drive to work in the morning, you had a great laugh in like just with me at the buzz, the butt of that joke. Well, let's get into getting to know us, you know?
A bit of a
deep dive.
Follow on from last week, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you want me to kick it off?
Yeah, because I feel sick about that story.
You have done quite a bit of talking.
I need a break.
Okay, so what we did over the week as well is just ask some people on socials if they had any more questions for us, just to get to know myself and mainly Leah a little bit more. So I'll ask some and then you shoot as well.
Yep. Maybe we'll go with the start of like what are our businesses and what actually we start with.
Yep.
And then go from there because then that'll kind of make sense.
Yep,
Depends on what it is.
Do you want to start?
No, you go.
Okay, amazing. So
You got this.
one that we touched on last week very briefly would have been BEAR.
Yep.
So balanced and realistic eating. That's food, cookbooks, recipe books, meal plans, all of that kind of stuff online, which is super fun. I'm going to do this very quickly.
You do it.
Just for summary. Solly Sleep, which we also touched on last week, which is on a bit of a 1D hiatus.
I'm so happy you said that.
1D.
It's so close. So excited.
And then finally, Yes Please, which is obviously our supplements, greens on display for your drive home.
Shameless promo.
Supplements and food, like tangible food products as well. So they're the three. Do you want me to run through the questions?
Go for it. You do one, I'll do one.
Yeah,
then we do
done.
one.
Let's do it. All right. You can answer this however you want and about whichever business you want as well. So a common question we're getting at the moment is how much money did you need to start? So answer that.
Good question, because I feel like in each business it will be different. But
Very
the way we...
Do you want to start with Bear? Maybe?
Yeah, the way we started with Bear is we actually went so lean with that. Like we were both working different jobs, so we weren't doing that full time. So we kind of used like money we were earning from my personal training job, your job at Cafe where we met, or our real estate, all of that to kind of like fund each stage of the process. But when we first started, when we did Bear, we were very much like of the opinion of like we'll just learn how to do it and like ourselves, like things like graphic design, like we had no idea, but still you like learn ourselves how to teach ourselves how to use the programs. So we went really, 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 and we did ebooks. So it was like all online. It was very, very,
very lean.
Very lean. Like we didn't really have to pay for anything other than like, for us, obviously it's different, but ingredients for the photo shoot, or like we bought ourselves a camera, but that was like we did our saved for that, and we did all that kind of stuff. Or we just used iPhone,
correct,
which was really funny at the time. But that we decided to do everything super lean instead of outsourcing. Now we can outsource like a little bit, but I still I still currently I'm working on an air fry book, but I'm doing that myself because I like to put it together. We
still
myself.
Have the same mentality.
Yeah, mentality of like just like if you can't, like, I'd love to learn how to do things. Obviously, people are way better at me than doing a design, but I like to learn how to do it so I can speak to that person and do it.
Yeah. I think we actually like to start Bear. I think we had $5,000 in our bank account.
Yep.
Like our business bank account at the time.
Yeah.
It was very much.
And that was through maybe some sponsorships online or something like that.
And it was a bit of website stuff like web design, which was obviously very cheap back then. But I think it cost us $2,000 to put a website together. And then we did everything. Like you came up with the recipes, you did the design.
Yeah.
I helped you write the guide. Yeah. You wrote a lot of it.
Yeah.
And then it was just sent to an editor, which maybe another $500 to $1,000.
Yeah.
So and we probably spent $3,500 in total to launch the first ebook. And then from there,
slowly able to
next project.
So each one has been like funded by each other. Like we could never like obviously jump into being like, we'll pay all these people to do it. Like that never worked. But
I think it's just important to note, like, let's not that you would, but like people at home don't go and bet the house on a project.
God,
like I think it's very important to start super lean and
even now I like doing DIYs.
Absolutely.
Like the amount of times we painted our own boards and we've like I like at photo shoots.
Paul Cass is back.
Yeah, Paul Cass is back. We make her paint things and it's great. But like I love doing that because I feel like it's just it makes you feel like you're in it. Like it's it's really fun.
We wear about 15 hats.
I really like it. It's obviously very hard, but I feel like you don't need to like, I feel like people might be like, oh no, I need to like have this massive business as soon as they start. Like you do things by like step by step by step. Like as soon as you can like afford to do the next step, then you go to the next step and then you wait there.
And one thing I think I've learned over the journey is having more people in the room in terms of staff or bums on seats, whatever you want to call it, doesn't make you more successful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people get caught into that. But if you can do it yourself, why would you hire someone else to do it?
It's really fun to have people to bounce ideas off, maybe like friends and family and all that kind of stuff. That's what we did at the start. Luckily, we had each other to be able to bounce off of. But
it helps starting with two people.
Yeah. Or just even a friend just to talk about and ask them their opinion and all that kind of stuff. Like you can really start very, very lean.
Absolutely.
I love having a cast, to be honest.
It's very helpful.
It's very helpful.
She wrote my questions. No, she didn't, but she helped.
Did you help?
She did help.
Interesting. Talk about that tomorrow, Cass. No, you're not even in tomorrow. Damn it. God damn, we'll talk about it on Monday. All right, let's go next one. So this is, I guess, for a yes, please, or even for any of them, how far ahead do you plan your products? Because we have come out with many products in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
So it probably seems like.
Yeah, we have like a 6 to 12 month plan. But I think once, like with things like Yes Please, they take a long time to order. So the idea, the sampling, all of that is like 6 to 12 months in advance. And then it's just dependent on things like packaging, labels, supplies or stock and things like that as soon as our supplier can get it to us. So it's planned out far in advance, but we might move launches sooner or a little bit later depending on stock.
It's hard because with our Yes Please stock, like sometimes a restock or like just an order, like if we wanted to order some like, I don't know, cookies and cream hot chocs, they might be 14 weeks from when we order them. So that's like, we don't know.
The flavour might not be in stock as well.
In 4 months' time, that's like, it's very hard to like, we're learning this as we're going. Like literally today, we're learning how to like, because with Bear, it was very much like online. There's unlimited stock because it's an online book. But with Tangible, it's like we have to like forecast now and we have to really understand our like purchasing data and all that kind of stuff so that we can then reorder. Like it is a real much harder game than I thought.
It is, especially adding more products and growing horizontally.
Yeah.
Then the challenge is to scale them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard, but it's fun.
But it's fun. I don't like any of that stuff, but it's fun. but I like watching you do it.
All part of the process.
Literally.
Going to a bit of a left field one with you've got 2 cookbooks out.
Yes.
Best-selling, might I add.
Thank you so much. No, don't pat yourself on the back. Pat me on the back.
Why not? I thought I'd take it. What's the process behind writing a book and just take us through start to finish what that looks like, I guess?
Yep. So I pitched to a few productions, like publishing agencies. I would come up with an idea and then I'd just write do a little Canva design of what I thought, and I'd send it out to like a bunch of people. Like some people reply back and say like, absolutely not. Like, you know, I think my first book we did, I really wanted to do like a 15-minute meal thing, but that was kind of like overdone at the time. And then I had to like change the pitch and be like, okay, we can do healthy meals. And they're like, no, it has to be something different. I'm like, okay, what about healthy, easy, and like Mediterranean? They're like, yeah, I like that. I like the sound of that. So let's go with that. So I had to like, you know, change the pitch and try to understand like what's going on at the minute and obviously what I like at the same time. I had to go out there and pitch. And once I came back and then say like, yes, let's do it. Cookbooks are definitely different to online, but I loved being able to have like the creative ideas for that kind of stuff, because I wasn't really sure if I would get to be able to design or get to be able to like pick colours or get to be able to pick what I like, you know, what the cover will look like. Like I wasn't really, but they have such cool teams. And my first book was with Pan Macmillan and loved them, like absolutely loved them. And I got to go to Sydney and do like the cookbook shoot and all that kind of stuff. But basically I come up with a bunch of idea recipes and we send it back and forth. It literally goes back and forth probably 100 times. Yeah. And then it gets into like the photo stage and then it goes into like the editing and then they send you the actual hard copy book, but like in like big paper form so you can write all over it and then send it back.
Intimidating.
Very, very scary. But it's actually fun because it's like a slow process because you can't, like if I do a cookbook now, it'll come like out next year in September, October. So it's like over 12 months of just going back and forth and like it doesn't happen quickly. Yeah. So that's like, that was super, 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 super fun. My most recent Good Food Made Simple, that was in the middle of COVID. So I felt like I didn't have as much creative process around that because I wasn't able to, we were like in lockdown. Every time I was going to go to Sydney, it was like, not lockdown. So I couldn't do any of that. So it was all over Zoom. So I was like, when I got the physical book, I was like, this is like so exciting. I can actually touch it. But yeah.
There you go.
It's
a quick spin.
Yeah, quick spin.
Left field question, not on here as well. I would say, usually ask this at the end, but I want to ask this in the middle. What's next? Do you know what I mean? Like we've gone through the 3 businesses. We're going to get to more questions as well. Like what's next for the big dog?
Well, if you call him big dog, we should talk to the big dog over here now. It depends on what you want. Like with food, with Bear, like we're doing like little air fry books. Like I'm keen to just like do like mini projects with doing that kind of stuff and just servicing like anyone and everyone. I really want to do like something for toddlers because like I'm in that stage right now and I'm loving it. It's so cute. So something like that. Like I still want to cook. I love cooking so much, but I love cooking for people. So I want to do like for a reason, like for toddlers or for people who like froth air fryers. Like that's what I love. And I don't be laughing. If you don't have an air fryer, I'll get you one. I'm obsessed. But with the Yes Please stuff, I can't wait to just grow that but grow that grow the community at the same time. That's my biggest thing. Like this morning, we went into the office and I was like, we picked out 5 of like our biggest supporters and we packed them boxes and we sent that out just for like a little present, just to give them gifts, just for like saying thank you. I want to do so much more. I really want to do, and I feel like the last 2 or 3 years with like the whole COVID lockdown thing, like we were so locked down that I feel like there's so much opportunity now. We can do like events and we can go to like...
Get back to meeting the people.
Like get back to actually being physically in there like and doing things every day. Just having so much fun with it and providing people with things that they love and want and like, just
fun.
A dream.
Just fun.
Yes, literally.
Vibes. I like that.
And I want to because I feel like we were so stuck that I want to get so unstuck. Like I want to get into America. I want to do things in the UK. I want to I'd love to travel and do that. Like I'd love to just bring Yes Please to anyone and everybody.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love good. You are an inspiration.
Clap into the mic so everyone knows you clap. Thank you.
Sorry. I thought they could see me clapping.
I just want to make sure, just double whammy. Me ask you this question.
Okay, shoot.
Well, actually, what do you think's next? Was my answer good enough?
Cass, was it?
Was it?
No.
What the hell?
All right, we're gonna have to cut it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, absolutely. No. What you want to go into the next segment? Is that what you're trying to?
No. I've got one more I want to ask you. No.
Then you're going to do me dirty.
Yeah, then I'll do you dirty. 100%.
Shoot.
Okay, this one we always get this question. Our products always sell out.
Mm-hmm.
Why not have more stock?
Mm-hmm.
That is something that we like get all the time. Like, oh, I missed out. Like, why couldn't you just have more? And it's like, I want to, but I can't.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
I think people like Grace Beverley talk about this very, very well. Every new product or collection or line or whatever you do is always a test. So again, like we touched on before, I don't think it's worth going and getting 10,000 units of something you're trying to test.
Yeah.
For example, we're coming out with greens next week. That's a test for us. Do you know what I mean? Like we are assuming our market would like greens.
Yeah.
But we're going to launch with 2 flavors and do a balance of quantities that are not too small, but not too big. And then once they sell out and there's proof in the pudding, then reorder bigger quantities and bigger quantities and bigger quantities, which is what we did with our hot chocolates. Yeah. And now we can have them in stock all the time. So it's just a bit of a learning curve and a growing game. And also it helps with cash flow and things like that.
Yeah, because you can't just go and bet. Like I think creaming soda is always going to be a sellout because it's amazing because I love it so much. I would be me buying it. But I think that having those 3 flavors is easy to then be like, okay, now we can order more of this one. And like, we can't go and order 10,000 of each unit because cash flow, it doesn't work like that. Like you can't do that. And then you can't do that and then be like, oh, actually, we're going to future plan. We want in 3 months' time, we want a new product to come out, but we can't actually pay for that because we've used all the money. Like it's a very different game. Yeah. It's crazy. But I would love to have our products do like
in stock all the time. And eventually they will be. Yeah. It's just
it's a teething issue. Yeah, it's a growing pain. Yeah, I love that.
I think one of the questions also, which we can answer now as well, is like we don't have any outside investors. So it's just us with our money, and we have always grown each business with our own money. So, you know, there's only so much money until you keep selling more units and then you grow and build from there.
Yeah, slowly but surely. One more before I absolutely destroy your taste buds.
I'm actually...
No, I love it. This is going to be good because...
It's going to be bad. Really.
You should have brought a bucket and a gas. Okay, so then...
Yuck.
Okay, well, how do you manage our relationship but being in business together? And great, because we have 2 people in the room who also are in business together.
The way I tell people this is I'm just honest. Like, I don't think there is a balance, but we have common goals and needs that we meet each week for personal and then business relationship, and that's happy for us. For the average person, it wouldn't be healthy.
Yeah.
And we work well together. Like we complement each other. Like you're definitely more creative than I am, more social, all of that aspect, and I kind of like the business side a little bit more behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So we complement each other really, really well. And then we make time for each other, i.e. Friday night, date night, Saturday night, whatever it is, we make time for each other. But it's definitely not.
So it's an absolute challenge because sometimes I get really like it's so annoying every night. Mitch will be in the shower because we have like a double shower. I'll be showering and then he's like, so what do you think about it? I'm like, oh fucking hell. Like I'm got my Dove soap and I just want to be clean. I don't want to talk to you about this stuff. So
it's
definitely definitely a balance. So there can be times where you're like, do you know what? I actually don't think I've actually said like, how was your day in like 3 weeks? And then you're like, oh, you probably should pull back a bit and like just actually check in.
Yeah.
Because it can get to, and especially having a baby as well, like you can get to a point where you're like, you do bath time, I'll do dinner time, and then we stop and then like you have a shower, then I have a shower, and then we sit down on the couch for 5 minutes and we actually get 2 seconds to just like sit for a second.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think, a lot of people need that. How are you? How was your day? But what I said to Charles last week was, I look at it as I'm lucky. I get to spend 24/7 with my best friend, my business partner, my wife.
Stop it.
Do you know what I mean? Like, no, but not milking it. Like most people would come home from work and they've got an hour or 2 together and then they go to bed. Do you know what I mean? Like we've got all day. So I want to say what's for dinner at lunchtime, I can do that.
Very annoying.
If I want to talk about work
the shower is off limits. Can we just say tonight, I really want to make these chicken katsu bowls, right? Like I'm keen. Delicious, like right. Don't even with Cass. Cass said no either. I was like so furious. So they got like chicken katsu with rice, with avocado, edamame beans and like cucumber salad thing. And he was like, yeah, but how can we make that better? I was like, what the? Like, what do you
We
mean?
don't strive for fine here. We strive for greatness.
I was so mad. I was like, literally, my eye was twitching. I was like, oh, it's so much effort to do it,
but
and I
come
want to
on.
do it so bad.
You can cook so well.
Yeah.
You're better than that.
No, I'm not. I just want it.
What about sashimi?
No.
No?
No, can do. But I just want these bowls. I'm having it anyway because I cooked dinner. So anyway, that's how we manage our relationship. We just argue until I win.
It's healthy, guys.
It's super healthy. It's great.
This is going to be like a Dr. Phil counselling show eventually.
100%. You can't change. We don't acknowledge we're having those fucking chicken things tonight, okay? Pretty sure I said that last episode.
I think you did.
Let's go into the Q&A. I'm keen.
Speaking of chicken katsu, let's do it.
Do you have chicken katsu for me?
Raw.
Oh, okay. I was keen.
Raw chicken.
I was so keen on that. All right, I'm so ready. Should we like pause for 2 seconds, put it all on the table? Or not?
If that's how you want to roll, we can roll like that.
That's how I want to roll. I feel like
you want to reveal the cards first?
No, don't want to do that.
Because it was a surprise last week.
It was a surprise last week.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay.
The suspense. Can I go first? Oh, yeah, okay.
Q&A.
I think I went first.
All right, so this is what we did last week. We did a little Q&A and it was questions for each other.
You can add.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. Great. Questions for each other. And if you get it wrong, you should know it. But if you get it wrong, you get to eat something the other person thinks is disgusting, which is...
I just know anchovies are coming.
Yeah, they are.
Or capers.
They're on their way, my guy. All right, so questions.
Why you do this to me?
It's going to be great.
All right, fire. Let's just make it quick. No, I'm not interested in beating around the bush.
All right, I'm just writing my answer down.
Okay. I'm nervous.
What was my number one question? This is the best one. What was my favorite movie as a child?
Major Pain.
Oh, you motherfucker. How did you even know that? You do listen to me.
Healthy relationship.
You said that was a good question.
I'm going to start with my easiest one.
You really do listen to me.
Of course I do,
Matilda.
Matilda.
Watched it? Oh, I love Matilda. Stop it.
That's why we're married.
I know.
All right. You should know this one.
Now I feel
This
sad.
should be a very, very easy one. What was my first car?
You're going to try and trick me. It was the Ute that you crashed. Wasn't it? Your dad bought you something. No, you bought, it was a Ute, wasn't it? Not the BMW. No.
Yeah.
Did you crash that though?
What?
Which one was the one you crashed?
That was Dad's car. We don't need to be talking about that, okay?
Dang it. I really thought that was going to be.
I'm going to sloppy joes.
No, that's not funny.
You're up. I think you're going to do 5 of them.
No, there's no way.
Why?
No.
Is there something going on here that the people at home don't know?
Can you feel my hands? My hands are wet.
So if you don't know, Leah is very about textures and hates textures. So marshmallow is going to be a very, very big test.
I'm actually sweating. My whole palms are sweating.
No,
I can't swallow it. No, I'll chew it.
That's not the game.
Oh my God.
Come on. Quick game is a good game.
I feel sick.
What are you stalling for?
Plead the fifth.
No.
Please.
Come on.
Oh, shit. Which one's better, the pink or the white?
Pink.
I wouldn't know.
No, pink's better. I think pink tastes different.
Can you see my hands? They're wet. Absolute wet. I get so... This is...
No. Full one. Come on. You're making it worse.
Can I show you why I don't like these? Because
don't make it bigger.
No matter what you do, they just come back to life. And what if that does it
What if it does it in your... Yeah, I was going to say that.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, just down it.
Powdery. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, yuck. The squeeze of it is disgusting. No, I don't think I could swallow it.
No, you have to, Leah, you have to. It's the game.
But what if it goes in my throat and what if I choke and die?
You're not going to. We'll do CPR.
Oh my God, you don't even know CPR.
I'm sure someone in the room does.
Cass, is that part of your resume? Okay, good.
Just eat it on the back.
This is so gross. It's disgusting.
Are you still going?
You can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, I'm going because it tastes like... Get that away from me. I'm good. Can I spit this last bit out?
No.
Okay, we're done.
Okay.
Oh, yuck. That is so foul. That's gross. You know what?
Good job.
Later on, if I die, because it comes back on my throat and chokes me, you never know.
You're not going to die over eating a marshmallow.
I think I'll think about that for the rest of my life. Okay, this one, you're getting anchovies for this one. Okay.
Here we go.
In One Direction, there are 5 band members.
Is there 5?
Yeah.
I would have thought 4.
Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis.
Come on, baby.
Zane.
And?
Liam.
I knew you were going to. And who? Niall.
What's his last name?
Oh, no.
No. Harry Styles.
No.
Lewis Tomlinson.
You can't do
Zayn
that.
Malik. Liam Payne. And
I'm making
Niall.
this up, but I want to sound like Niall Horan or something like that. It is, isn't it? Did I get it right? Did I get it right?
No, you didn't, but it's so close.
What is it?
All right.
Can you tell me?
I don't know why I think Jorge is so funny.
Hang on, what's his actual name?
No,
Jorge.
Horan. Stop. You're already at bottom.
What are you
Don't go
saying? So
No,
what is it?
Horan. Is that right?
Horan.
But no, yeah.
Horan.
He actually says Horan.
That's why I said it.
You said Jorge.
'Cause
Anyway.
they're-
uh,
Are they British?
yeah, but that doesn't matter. So I think
don't-
that deserves some food.
Can we get a group vote? I think I got it right.
Food. Cass, what the
Cass thinks I got it right.
Are you crying?
No. Do you know why? Because I reckon you changed the question and there
did?
would have been first names only until I said it. And
Nah,
then you
I
added,
didn't.
Show me.
Nah. Okay, can you tell me which band member did you not know?
No, from the start, I just knew that you would have Niall and I only was leaving it to Niall. So I knew that there was Harry, Liam, Niall. That's it.
Oh, I thought Zayn because of like Jesus.
Zane, I'd forgotten. I knew about Zane, forgotten about him. And who's the other one?
Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis. It's like Lewis from Gymshark. No one knows.
He legend. No, he does. But, don't be saying that about anything about One
Does anyone
Direction.
know who Lewis from Gymshark is?
Well, no, but that doesn't matter.
Correct.
Don't say anything bad about Lewis Tomlinson. Okay, I'll actual kill you. I'll be so sad. Okay.
Who was
Oh, that's not fair. That's so annoying.
my favourite football idol growing up?
Brendan Favola. Do you know what? This is a really funny story.
Bev, if you're listening.
Bevy,
I love
okay,
you.
one day we're at the Crown and we like I've always known that like Favola was his fave. And we were waiting at the elevator and elevator door opens and who was standing there? Favola. I turn around and Mitch's eyeball was like glimmering. Couldn't believe it. He was going, we get in. No, can we get in with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get in. And then Mitch goes like, I was like, stop, I know he's mine. It's okay. He's like, gets out with his kids and he was like, doors closed again. He was like, did you see him? Oh my God. It's like,
It was a good moment.
It was a great moment for you. I'm so proud of you. Anyway, that was.
Gotta love him. Great guy.
Okay, this is up for interpretation. So,
Here we go. I don't think it is. Is this your last question?
yeah, but I can have more.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm
you want.
good.
Okay, when I was in my prime fitness netball days, what was my
Wing attack.
no wing attack?
It was centre, wasn't it?
No, you idiot.
Goal attack.
Yes. Who plays wing attack? Come on. Do you play?
Cass play. Yeah.
Yeah,
We were
that's
talking about
'cause-
this the other week. That's why I got confused. Okay, so I clearly got
I don't
that.
want to say it, but wing attack is lame.
Wing attack's fun. You run up the whole on the wing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm thinking attack.
Wing defense. Wing
Oh,
attack's
dude,
good.
Nah.
Yeah, you
Oh, I
feed,
guess no.
feed him.
Nah, you just leave them out. Goal attack and centre.
Feed the Div 12 Rezzies.
Seeing as you're wrong, my love.
Oh,
Here we go. I'm going to put them on this because I don't want anything to smell. So what we have here is anchovy fillets. Let me just lick my fingers. In olive oil. At least I didn't give you the ones in like water or something disgusting. Let me just rummage through my bag. You can even hear that on the mic. I can hear it. It's great. All right, you ready for this? We'll get
trying
one.
to think about what other food I have.
No,
What's most damaging?
the marshmallow. So I'm going to die later. Okay, ready?
Can I not do it?
No.
Leah, that's huge.
Yeah.
No, that tail bit.
No, this bit. And the whole
What's
thing in your mouth, chew it and swallow it.
What's it
Don't you-
taste like?
Tastes like salt. You know, it would piss me off if you actually like it. Ready?
No,
Yeah, you can think of goal attack on the way down. Oh my God, I didn't even get to see it go in your mouth. I was looking away. What do you think? Out of 10. It's best day of my life.
No wonder you like it.
Yeah.
Leah,
it's
you got to cleanse your palate. That is so salty.
so good.
Oh, my
I'm so
breath
glad you
smells
like
like Gigi's when she wakes up.
Hers does smell really bad. Okay, I'll eat the other half because it was delicious.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want to open my mouth.
Why?
Because it smells.
Would you like one?
All right. When we met,
I don't know anything.
I played football.
Don't ask me about position in football. I have no idea.
Oh, I was going to do that one.
No,
I thought that was too easy.
Oh,
what number did I wear?
I want to say 8, but I don't want to say 8. I want to. I would 100% say it. I'll say something else. 15.
Incorrect.
I
5.
wasn't going to say that. Half-halves. 15s.
I don't know which one to pick.
It's annoying because he went to Foodland. I just pick things that are in our
which
fridge.
one to pick.
What is it?
Just so you know, the other one that I'm not going to pick was like a Musashi protein shake.
Are you joking? The 2 things I hate the most in life, you've just got, like...
It's jelly. In case you didn't.
I hate jelly. It's disgusting. You can't destroy it. Like a marshmallow.
Big spoonful.
Nah, I think I'll have half.
It's not how it works. You don't get to choose.
Listen.
I just hate whatever yuck.
Oh my God. I can't do this. This is so gross.
I'm going to start bringing
I love jelly for other people.
Segments.
But jelly, like this is just, look.
Don't do that. It's going to come out.
It won't because it's jelly. It doesn't come out of things.
I might if you squeeze it.
I actually.
No, come on. A spoonful.
There's nothing good about this. It tastes good. It's just like.
Come on.
I'm not. Oh my God. I hate that so much. Oh my God. That is just, it tastes delicious, but the fact you chew it, nope, that's not mine. No, thank you. I don't like that you did that to me. I'm very sad about that because that was just disgusting.
Oh, that segment was rough.
That was good. I'm glad. Did you really think I played wing attack? What would you say first?
Wing attack. Then I changed the center and then a goal attack.
Well, I'm very glad about that. That's it. But I want to share a quote.
That's it? As in...
Well, like that's all the questions I had, but I mean you can continue going. Oh, fuck, okay.
We're only like 35 minutes.
No more of these though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're done with that. Please think. Oh, I can't think of anything more of my fears. What else do I hate? KFC chicken tenders. Oh,
that's coming next week.
It was disgusting. Do you guys like chicken tenders at KFC? Okay.
I don't think I'll bring tenders.
What will you bring?
Something worse.
A zinger burger.
Because the tenders are clean. That's the cleanest part. So we'll get something gross.
No, they all are gross. Because I'm afraid of chicken also at the same time. Like, not afraid if I cut it myself, fine. But if someone else cuts it, not a chance. So we were in the middle of a food court and they were going, I got popcorn chicken, right? And that was all I ate. Because my brain says, like, you can't see what's in there, so don't worry about it. So if I eat it, it's fine. But if I eat a burger and I bite into it and I see something, it's all over. So popcorn chickens, I'm down to my last option at KFC. So I had some popcorn chicken and I was eating it and they were trying to convince me to have a chicken tender. And I was like, no, there's no way, because I know that the chicken tender has that little white thing in it. And I was like, the KFC people are not going to then cut it out for me and then put it in. That's not, I just know.
If you ask nicely, they might.
Yeah, maybe, but I feel like they will not. So I was like, no. Anyway, I was eating my popcorn chicken and they were hammering me about doing it. I was like, get lost. Anyway. They're like, you'll be able to swallow. I was like, no, there's no way I could swallow. I'll literally spit out in front of everyone. And as I said that, I chewed down in my popcorn chicken, found something, and I just ducked under the table and spat it out in my hand. And I was like, and they're both like, did you just spit it out? And I was like, oh, what are you like this? And like, no. And I was so annoyed because I put the gross chicken back in the chicken packet. I wrapped up and I was like, that's annoying because now I've got no options at KFC anymore. Because now I just will think about that every time. So. Gross.
That'll be next week.
No.
It'll be cold too.
Yeah.
I don't know how safe that is.
Yeah. 8 out of 10. Health rating.
Safety first.
Literally.
I think we should get back into some questions and just a bit of general
chit
fun,
chat.
bit of chit chat.
Okay, yep.
Just to get to know you a bit more. How would you describe your role within the businesses other than
being big dog?
Self-proclaimed cook?
big big dog cook. I don't know. Well, I feel like we have many hats, and I feel like the biggest thing that I do and that I like doing is content or like reaching the people. Do you know what I mean? Like I like to talk to people all day. I like to create stuff. I like to make products. I like to do all that kind of stuff. I like to design things, make things look nice. Like I think sounds very fluffy, but like I feel like it sounds very. It doesn't sound.
You have not got the job.
I'm sorry. Oh no. Cass is just going to take over on Monday. I think we wear many hats on the businesses, but I think that I definitely do like a lot of the admin-y side, but I prefer and really like the hands-on stuff. Like I like to create. I think that's what I like. I'd call myself a creator. I just wanted to see you laugh.
You said that as if you were saying
creator.
Jorge.
Yeah. Like, no, Horan. Like, no, not that. Yeah, I think that's what I am. What are you? Are you a creator?
No,
You're a big boy.
No, big boy. I would say I prefer more the behind the scenes. I do really like creating products. I think that's probably the most enjoyable.
Yeah.
But where we complement each other well is I think more the behind the scenes and the logistical kind of stuff.
Totally.
And just building products and community kind of stuff. Like more, Cass and I have been spending more time looking at a lot of the metrics and the numbers and trying to grow in that sense. Whereas I think you're definitely way more creative than us. Although Cass is pretty creative.
Yeah, you know.
Just not me.
No.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
She's great. Yeah, it's great. You know
that should be our next campaign.
Yeah.
Greens.
Sometimes maybe good, but ours are good. Sometimes maybe they're shit. Ours are delicious. Let's do it.
Compare with the shit, bro.
Yeah, compare to that.
No, we should not do that.
No. But I do think you're definitely more of the like business orientated because it could go months before I look at something because I just think like
it does go months.
Yeah, but I like to be creating all the time.
Like to be you.
Like to be me. That's what I like to do.
As you should be.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Do you want me to keep asking you questions?
Well, yeah, we're making both.
Am I basically the host? Have I taken over?
Oh, yeah, really.
Is this what's happening?
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah, I like it.
Me too.
Actually, wait, can I just tell a funny story? Because that's what I do all day. The other day.
Don't want to save it for next week.
No, wait, you saying...
On your drive home, you're getting multiple voices.
You're going to get everything that you want. No, I'm saying because you said like you like to be behind the scenes, this like relates to that. So you there in the bushes. Mitch the other day comes home and he had been out for lunch and out for a dinner.
Oh, no.
And he goes, Leah, my throat hurts. Like I was like, what did you do? Talk all day? And he was like, yeah, I just feel really just, you know, just too much. And I was like, oh, my poor darling, are you okay? You went for our lunch and a dinner with friends. Like there's not people who actually needs to impress. He was like, just with friends. And he was like, just a lot on my voice box.
I don't do that much talking in a week, let alone 24 hours.
24 hours. Or not even like a 6-hour space because lunch was at like 1 and dinner was at like 6. So you were just...
That was...
There's a lot for you.
I needed a lot of water to recoup my...
Yeah, and then in the morning he started telling me all these things that like, you know, happened at the lunch, happened at the dinner and what food they ate. And I was like, why didn't you tell me this last night? He was like, I couldn't. It's just too much for me.
It's true. I was talked out.
Yeah.
I was done.
You were done. Absolutely done. I was like, anyway, you're great.
That's where we complement each other.
Yeah.
Actually, someone asked you this question, so I think it'd be really good that you answer it. I have a fear of failure. Why are you choking on your water?
That's a terrible question to ask me, but go on.
How do I get over this, or how do you deal with that? Do you have a fear of failure, or?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, all day, every day.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you just kind of have to keep going, you know, keep on swimming, so says Dory. But I don't really have, I have got no advice for that. I also have a fear of failure literally every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day. But I also I fear regret a lot more. So.
Yeah. I gotcha.
I just jump into things and then hope for the best. That's exactly what I do.
I love that.
But I'd rather say like, oh, we tried greens and they absolutely flopped, or we tried energy and it didn't work, or this product absolutely didn't work. Then say like, oh, we never did it because we were too scared.
Yeah. So that's where you're saying fear of regret. Like you'd rather do things and not regret not doing something
100%.
Rather than fear of failure.
Yeah. I much, because I don't want to get to like us being like 50 and being like, wow, we could have done so much of that, or we could have done this, or we could have. I just don't like saying we could have. Like, let's just do it. If it doesn't work, like, okay,
we do a lot.
Yeah. But that's the fun of it though, right?
I
like
agree.
it's fear is like
have it
if you're
any other way.
Yeah, exactly. And fear of being fearful of like, because obviously sometimes it's like a money thing. Like if you're going to invest something, you fear you're going to lose it. That is 100% valid. Like, but again, like if you don't do it, you will never know.
Yeah.
So there's just that point of like, okay, everyone is scared.
But also, who cares?
Yeah, let's just give it a go.
Like unless you're going to lose $100,000, that's a bit different.
But you can do things slowly. Like so, then instead of doing it, jumping in like in the deep end, let's like do step by step to get you there. That can then slowly you can build confidence as you go.
But also, not to sound cliche, but failure is not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's great
at all. Like we learn from them 100%. And move forward.
Yeah, 100%.
I couldn't tell you how many businesses we've started that are.
Don't even. But we talked about Taste Mod last week. Awful.
Exactly.
But if we didn't,
I'd classify that as a failure. 100%. But we learn so much from it.
Yeah. And then we can then move things into this business, knowing we shouldn't do things like half or we should be set up beforehand and blah, blah, blah. Like you learn from that 100%.
I agree. Great advice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. My last question that I have, I'm sure you have more, but people are wondering, how do you find a manufacturer, or if you're creating a tangible product, like how do you go about that and bringing it to life? Like what's the process there?
It's really hard, but there are so many contract manufacturers out there. You just have to try and find your one. Like we went and emailed, like, I don't even know. Can you imagine? We wrote like a blanket email. Like these are the products we'd like. We would like to do this. Like this is the timelines we're working with. Like, do you think that you can assist? And we literally would Google like contract manufacturer energy, so contract manufacturer protein, and then we'd find like there was you just have to click on a million links and then go to people's websites, like have a look, like really do like a lot of research, write things down, and just email, because more than likely they're going to reply back and say like, hey, yes, we can do that. Like, let's get on a Zoom. And then you start talking, and then you start asking questions like, what's their fulfillment times? And just like basically grill them with things that questions you might not know. Like you might not know what their facilities are like. You might not know what certificates they have. Like even if you don't know, you can still ask random questions and they can give you whatever answer. Yeah. Anything, literally anything in the world, you can ask them because they're going to have the answer for you. And then for your next Zoom call, at least you'll be a little bit more prepared, and then you keep going and going and going. And then like, I think you get, like for us, we get like a bit of a vibe. Like we get on a phone call with someone and instantly we're like, yes or no, or
we're
like
people.
Yeah,
we mesh with people rather than businesses.
Yeah. So sense. I think that, and it's like there's so much
vibe check.
Yeah, literally, and then like more of an energy check. Like I love your idea. Like I can definitely do that, and like getting on board with that kind of stuff, and seeing that like their production and their R&D teams, have they got like people behind them? Have they got like facilities in multiple places, whatever it is, like you can just talk to them. And then if it gets to the point where you're like, you know what, I really like these guys, go out and meet them. Like go fly to Sydney or Melbourne or like whatever it is next time you're there, or get on more Zoom calls or whatever it is. Like meet them and really understand their processes before you jump in with them.
I agree.
But it's and even then, like you can ask them if they're like, if you're on a phone call with someone and they're like, oh no, we don't do that. Is there anyone else around you that does? Like, do they have any contacts? Can they give you? Because more than likely they have someone, or they know someone.
They recommend you. Yeah.
And we've been recommended twice. Like, and the people we got recommended to are now our suppliers. So like, it's amazing. So that I think people will help people as much as you're like,
if you don't ask, you don't know.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't ask, you don't know. 100%.
Big time.
Yep.
I like that.
Good one.
Good job.
Great job. Great job.
You have questions for me?
I have so many questions for you.
You're meant to be the host.
How cool do you think I am?
You're a cool dude.
I'm a cool dude. No, I do have some questions, but now you've put me on the spot. Now I can't bloody find them.
We're crumbling in real time.
Oh, goodness me.
This is meant to be a one-hit wonder.
Literally.
I think it still should be.
Don't be editing this. This is this is absolutely a one-hit wonder. Business names. How do you come up with them?
I don't.
Thank you.
You're the specialist. Yeah. No. So we'll literally, for example, with Bear or Yes,
but I like
Please,
the way we do it. Not that it's me, but I like the way we do it.
No. We'll think of things or values that we want to capture with the name or the business in general, and then just write everything and anything on the board, and then basically try and come up with names from there. Like Bear is an acronym for Balance and Realistic Eating. So we were writing balance, eating, food, realistic, et cetera, and then you came up with Bear. But yeah, the more quirky, the better. Like I think with Yes Please, it was like, why don't we create something that's like using your manners and like how about yes, please? Like
Yeah.
it was a bit funny. So
And then every
it's
time
definitely
someone
your
says
domain,
like,
not mine.
yeah, so every time someone's at the shops and they're like, would you like a receipt? Like, yes, please. And then you just think of us, you know?
And I'm like,
I gotcha. No.
Psych.
Psych. It's a gotcha. That's what I like. I really like doing that. And we came up with Solly the same way. Do you remember? We were in the office and we were coming up with like me. I said Solly. Yeah, alone time, me time, care, like self-care. And then we came up with like solitude. And then I was like, I like the word, but I didn't want to cut it in half and then Solly sleep. And then like it was great. Like that was more fun because I feel like
you're very good at that.
But I don't think I'm specifically good at naming things. Like I can't do it on a whim. But like I like to like write things out and then like find a word with things. I think that's fun. This one said power battles and dynamics between you and Mitch at work. Many.
Well, you just usually solve it with an arm wrestle.
Yeah, or we tell Cass to leave the room so we can fight. No.
We say that so much as a joke, and she's like,
Mitch would be like, Lee, can you get me coffee? I'm like, Cass, leave the room. No.
We're just going to have it out.
We're just going to yell at him and then he can come back. It'd be great. It was so fun. What else? I've got so many. How do we stay on track with everything that we do?
Yeah. Cass helps a lot. I think you have a lot on your plate, so it's hard for you to keep track. But I know it sounds really simple, but like daily goals and tasks you want to tick off help us a lot because then they obviously compound.
Mitch has this thing where he writes on every single piece of paper, he writes Mitch and then dash and then the fucking day. I'm like, whose else's book is it? It's yours. Like, why are you writing your name on it? I don't get it. But he loves it. And
I just write my name in the day. Is that it?
Well, yeah, but then you write your to-do list after that. But like,
what's wrong with that?
Yeah, it's just fun.
It's nice because you get to like physically tick it off. I can't do it on a screen. It's just not the same.
You're not a screen person. I am.
No,
I'm like,
you got to write it down, cross it off.
It'll be in my head or
helps me.
Nowhere.
So that helps. Writing a list for me helps. We use some scheduling tools now as well with due dates, and then we work backwards from there.
Yeah, that's way better because
lots of to-do lists.
Yeah, you're definitely a to-do list type of person. But like if you're not,
calendar invites.
God, Mitch calendar invites me everything, every fucking thing. Like
if I didn't, you'd forget.
100%. Yeah, I appreciate it. But
Mitch, why is the podcast in here at 2 p.m. on a Thursday? Leah, that's what we organised to do it.
Cass gets so annoyed at my calendar because she literally will go, like, I'll go to an appointment and they'll be like, oh, like, would you like your next appointment at like Friday at 10 a.m.? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So I'll write in my calendar Friday 10 a.m. And Cass is like, where's the appointment? Who's it with? And why is it at 1 a.m.? And I'm like, I was
1 a.m.
But I was like, but it's the doctor's. I know that. And she's like, yeah, but it's not in there. Why don't you just write doctor appointment and then drag it down to your 10 a.m.? And I was
but
like,
you don't always know that it's that because there's sometimes like, oh, shit, I've got an appointment in 10 minutes.
Yeah. And then I'll be like, well, I should wait for the text message. Surely if they really cared, they would message me the day before to tell me that it's on the day. Like
putting a lot of faith in others.
Yeah. But that's what life's about, you know? Hope and faith and joy is what I think.
You do you.
I every time Cass tells me, yeah, that was a mistake. And then she's like, finds 5 more. And I'm like, okay, it's not a mistake, but it's an accident.
It's a processing error.
My brain processes some things differently. I can't understand it. It's just, last one, and we'll just do a quick one about promotion of our products. Why do we promote in the way that we do?
I think we do it differently. This would be my take. I think we do it differently because obviously things like money help business grow, et cetera, but we don't do things for money necessarily. It's more we do it for the fun.
Yeah.
So I know I said you're more creative, but like I think all of our team is quite creative in wanting to have fun. So I hate saying that we're a supplement company. We're more like a food company or like a comedy kind of content company that happens to sell supplements.
Yeah.
So that's why I think we promote very differently. We like hype, we like engagement, we like making people laugh first and foremost. So like with our tiramisu launch in January, like we dressed up as Nonna and Nonno and it was just taking the piss essentially. But yeah, I think it's just all about having fun. And if we're having fun, then we can put a smile on someone else's face and then they think of us next time when they are thinking about a hot chocolate or something else. So it's not necessarily selling straight up. It's more comedy and fun and entertainment.
Entertaining and like just
and selling second.
Giving people a laugh. Yeah.
Because I think there's so many, especially with ads and all that kind of stuff, everyone's just trying to sell you something.
Or the same thing.
And how do you stand out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think that's the number one question these days. Like how do you stand out from the noise?
Yeah. And just doing something completely different. I think still the same thing of like being so stuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people you see the same thing. And now, and I feel like now people are really switched on when it comes to ads and influencers and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, how can you get people that are like, I don't know. I don't want to say an influencer is not a good thing because like I love promoting air fryers. I think they're the best bloody thing ever. So
if it's genuine to you, it's fine.
If it's genuine to me. But so when people see maybe someone like spruiking a product they're not necessarily going to like that versus, you know, a really funny tiramisu campaign, the views on that plus the almost the respect of it. I don't know if that's what but like the people like they'll trust in that because they're like, you know what, that is actually really funny and it's against the norm. Yeah. Whereas like rather than just like paying someone for a post.
Yeah.
And then that person not using it or not actually liking it. But like there's 100% room for influencer promotions like that when it comes to people, if you find the right people. Like we've been going through heaps of people trying to find like people who actually genuinely love it. Like and they actually will use it.
Yeah.
Like I would never want to pay someone to be like, like say you like it and say you like it like this. Yeah. Like no.
But I also think that like it goes without saying, but maybe some people don't understand, like with our businesses, it's all been created for products we either want or our community wants anyway. So they're natural to what we like. Like we literally have the hot chocolate every night. We've had greens since we've had it at our warehouse.
2 o'clock greens.
2 o'clock greens every day, especially, you know what I mean? So that comes natural to us. So it's like things like that, it's not really promoting. It's just like, I'm just drinking my product.
And enjoying it. Yeah. So I think that's why we do things differently because and like we spent the afternoon the other day making cap cuts on TikTok because and we were just laughing. I think they're all in draft still.
They're coming.
We absolutely were just pissing ourselves laughing. It was so fun though because I feel like that was like that's
people
what I want to watch.
People just take it too seriously.
Yeah, you want to like
have fun.
My attention span TikTok 3 seconds.
Especially
like,
nowadays.
Yeah, I don't have enough time to watch a 10-minute video, but I have time to watch a hilarious video. I can watch all day. So
that's right.
That's where I
think
the promotion is more fun. Speaking about fun.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
I've got more things for you to eat. No, I want to say a quote that I saw and I really liked it.
I did see that. I like it.
I loved it. And
it's a good one.
We can close out with that and then we can just bring him back on the next episode.
Bring it back to me. Bring it back.
Oh my God, you should do the jingle.
No, we.
No, you. That was great.
Your manners.
Use your manners. No, don't do that.
How about the...
It's brought in it. Mitch was like, no, I don't want to say it. I can't.
It's inappropriate.
It's very inappropriate. Okay, never mind. We might bring him back. Stop it. Every time he brings me a hot chocolate, he goes and like tries to do this model walk. Anyway, it's hilarious. Okay, my quote is, and I think it'd be great. It says, everybody you meet always asks you if you have a career or you own a house, as if life was some kind of grocery list. Like you just tick it off, like, yep, tick it off, whatever. But nobody ever asks if you were happy. And I love it. And that is so good because that's something that we're doing so much right now is focusing on just things that make us laugh and happy and genuinely just pumped for life. Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, of course you can 100% aim for the best in your career and like a beautiful home for your family and whatever. But like at the same time, like focusing on yourself and your happiness and like, you know, that is so important.
Absolutely.
So important, especially like becoming new parents. New parents, about to be more new parent. I think all of us are new parents in the room actually. How excited. I'm not really new parents. You guys are.
You're not us.
You're like veterans. But anyway, you got this. Us three.
We're taking a break.
But I mean, like that's the thing that we get in such a rat race.
Yeah.
That you're just like trying to survive the day. But then you think like, did that actually make me happy?
Yeah.
Does this make me happy what I'm doing? Like, do I use my weekends like valuably? Like, am I spending quality time with my partner and family and friends and whatever? Like, do I actually enjoy it? And if not, how can I make little bits of my day to make me happy?
I agree. And I think they kind of like health and happiness go hand in hand. 100%. Without your health, what do you have? Without happiness, do you know what I mean? Like, what's the point? So I think very, very important.
Yeah,
I agree.
So important. I love it so much because it just makes me happy that that's a focus for us now because for the last 5 or so years it's been like work and now it's like actually like let's just take a step back. We have a kid now. Let's like spend our weekends intentionally, like take it to the park, take it swimming, like and like that makes us happy. That fills our cups up, which is then we can
agree. Fill your cup up.
Yeah, fill your cup
up. What's about
with greens.
On your drive home.
On your drive home.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. But you can drink grains on the drive. That's fine.
That's right.
Anyway, I just wanted to close out with that because I feel like that's super important. Thank you so much.
I like that. Good job.
Thank you. I like it. Next week, I'm just going to bring more gross food for you. But that's all. That's as much
Please
as
don't.
No, I like
We'll
it.
do more question polls, find out what people want to hear.
Yeah.
I think this season, if we want to call it that,
Yeah.
it's just going to be
a party.
Yeah, party. Whatever
Join
people
the
want to
party.
know. Join the party. Gross food.
No, join the party.
Until we
the
do
party.
hot wings next season.
Yeah, hot wings. Yeah, except maybe we can make tofu or something. 'Cause I don't really want
No. We're going to do because we're going to be lazy. We're just going to buy KFC wings and then pour hot sauce on them.
No, that's not that will never happen in the. No,
It's going to happen.
No.
I think could happen next week. We're fast tracking.
Don't worry about the other season. We'll just go season 2, episode 3.
Literally.
Great.
Literally.
All right. Well, thank you for listening on your drive home.
Thanks for joining the party.
Thanks for continuing the party.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, continuing the party.
We should have red cups or something next week.
Yeah,
Party.
I agree. Well,
like
I've got the little shot ones from work. Not that we have shots of work, but like they taste this cups. But anyway,
Yeah.
we probably could do with a couple of shots. Anyway, I think this was great. So thank you for listening, and we will see you on the next episode when we continue the party.
Thanks, team.
Okay.
Love
Bye,
you.
team.
Bye.